Hey guys, it's summertime in Alaska, obviously. We're having a little early heat wave, so I'm excited that it's going to be a really nice summer. And it's making me think about my retreat and how I want to put it together. So my plan currently is to make a documentary about the different things I'll be teaching at a retreat. So throughout the summer I'm going to be filming my classes where I'll be teaching like how to view auras and how to, oh my gosh, it's a butterfly! Sorry, I'm easily distracted. How to clear your chakras, how to do crystal dowsing and self-hypnosis. And then of course I always take people out on hikes in nature and teach them about the medicinal plants and the edible plants. So I'll be filming those different types of things, like after going on a plant harvest, we would then learn what to do with the plants, like how to do tincturing, how to make elixirs, and the difference between like infusions and decoctions and all these kind of things. And then, of course, at the retreat, if you were to attend one of my retreats, you would also receive one-on-one healing sessions. So the class basically is like, it's a group setting, but there will be individual attention. So as a group, we'll learn the things like how to make the perfect smoothie for breakfast or the perfect juice, how to make a simple raw lunch. These are things that we'll be doing like on a daily basis as part of living a lifestyle and learning how to live a healthy lifestyle, basically as a group, kind of family style. And then on different days for each person, there will be the private sessions. So you'll get the private one-on-one healing session, and you know, you'll start with an intention that you want to manifest in your life. Manifesting is powerful, man. I have set my intentions throughout the last few years, and I've seen every single one of them come to fruition, from manifesting a love partner to, you know, I've always wanted my own house. We're about to close here next month. I've always wanted to have a reality television show. I got to participate in one that should be coming out in September. I still want my own show, but I got to really experience the feeling of being on a real show, which has been my life's dream. I just feel alive when I'm doing that type of work, and so that's why I feel like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But the other kind of things that we'll learn in the retreat are like manifesting. Your vision is also, it's like the calling that you have inside you to do the work that you need to do while you're here in this lifetime is because those are the things you're meant to do. So we'll learn about the ways that manifesting is actually circular in scope. And what I mean by that is, like, you come here with a life overview and a purpose, and the things you're going to do here are already sort of loosely laid out. But connecting with the paths that bring you to your personal achievements and the feelings that you want to experience while you're here, there is a type of visualization and an understanding of how energy works in this world. So basically, I guess the reason I'm trying to explain it's circular is because it's meant to happen, but you also kind of have to bring it into existence. Like, this is your power. This is the power that you have. The power of manifesting, you're doing it all the time, 100% of the day. It's just that your thoughts that are creating your reality are sometimes very unconscious because they were created in your childhood. This is why hypnosis is so powerful and why I've worked it into my healing work as just one of the modalities of an all-encompassing lifestyle. But the basic premise behind changing your reality to basically serve your life purpose that's essentially already in play, you just pull it towards you, is that everything you believe is manifested in your external experience. So up until the time we're about 5 or 6 years old, you're in basically a state of hypnosis that's not even, you don't even come into the state of consciousness that most adults experience when they're concentrating. So it's very easy to slip into an alpha state in doing simple activities like driving that becomes unconscious, or watching television. That's why advertising is so effective, because you don't realize you're sort of just lulled into this state where you're very suggestible. Well, when you're young, that's the state that you're always in. And so pretty much everything that happened to you and that you were told from that young age is stored in your subconscious, and it's playing like a tape recording. So there's nothing really very mysterious about hypnosis. You just create a relaxed state under which you can add in new, more appropriate suggestions. So just for example, say somebody told you when you were young that money is hard to get. Well, you set that into your subconscious, and now you believe that, and it hasn't changed for you. So you've always had to work really hard for money. When you learn the power of the subconscious and the recordings that are in there, and you tape over those old recordings, that's what hypnosis is. And one of the things we'll do at my retreat is we'll learn, not just me doing hypnosis with the group and in private sessions, but also you'll learn self-hypnosis, so that when you leave the retreat and you go home back to your life, you don't need anyone to help you. You set your intentions as you go throughout your life, and you just create, because we're never satisfied. We're never done achieving. As soon as we manifest whatever it was we were working on, and it's better to work on one thing at a time and really work on it if that's what you want to create, instead of trying to create 10 different things at a time. Focus on that one thing. And then once you achieve it, you expect this feeling of fulfillment, but it doesn't really happen, because that's not the type of creator beings that we are. We're here to learn to use our creative power. If we were in full creative capacity, we could just manifest things out of thin air. You could just think of something and it would appear. But we've very much reduced what we believe is possible, and that's the only thing that's between us and our creative power, is our belief system. So once you manifest the thing that you're working on, you're just going to want to go to the next thing. So it's really useful to learn self-hypnosis and self-diagnosis, learning how to trust your intuition. One of the things that I find so powerful about the raw food diet that I recommend to people is that it just clears your mind, and it gives a better, like, space for creative force to root and take form. Because most people are so toxic, they don't realize that everything that's in your body circulating, from every nutrient that you consume, to every hormone, to every toxic thing that you've inhaled from traffic or city pollution, to the pesticides on the food that's not organic. All those things are circulating in your body, and they create an imbalance. And this stuff, including like parasites and other life forms that are using you because you're so filthy inside they can just live off of you, it creates this mental chatter, and the mental chatter is negative. Toxic crud in the body equals toxic thoughts. So while you're trying to manifest something wonderful for you, you have this subconscious programming going on that's constantly playing, and either you're aware of it or you're not. If you start to pay attention, you'll become more aware of it, but you've got this just blah, 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 blah. You're not worth anything. That'll never happen for you. You have no value. You're annoying. Just whatever. Like, something might have happened to you so simple when you were a child that you didn't even think affected you. Like, maybe you wanted your parents' attention and they were busy, so they told you, like, stop annoying me, go away, or whatever. And that sticks in your mind and creates this self-worth issue that's just like lack of appreciation. And so you came to believe that you're not appreciated for who you are. And so that's affecting everything that happens to you in your life. So really, the retreat I want to offer people is, first of all, there's amazing energy here in Alaska. There's no denying it's a power vortex. And the summers are incredible. So getting out here, connecting with nature, and then all of the encompassing healing modalities that I use in my own life and with other people who come to me seeking, a way to better themselves or heal. Alright, so I forget, my camera shuts off after I think 20 minutes. And I always forget to pay attention, and also like 15 people were walking by my little bench out here in the woods. Not too far out, because there's still benches. But basically, just to summarize, the retreat is to just encompass all of the healing modalities I've found are really powerful for getting forward momentum, for healing, for making your visions manifest into reality, for creating new life patterns and paths. Maybe you just don't like the job that you have and you want to work for yourself and you have a dream. Maybe you don't know what you want to do here or what you're supposed to do. And we will uncover those things like soul archaeology, and then we'll set intentions, and then we'll do all of our fun, like each day we'll have an itinerary. Like, I've started putting the itinerary together. So just for example, like the first day of arrival will be an introduction to the course, so we'll talk about what we'll do on each day. And then when everyone's settled in, the next morning will be, as we kick it off, we'll learn how to make the breakfast smoothie and have a delicious morning that's, healing and healthy, but also makes room in your body for detoxification, and you don't feel hungry like you think you would. It's basically an intro course to raw foods, and I would recommend that anyone who does decide to do the course at least be vegan for a couple of months. Just start now. Like, as a person, as a human being, just start veganism and watch how much you start to wake up. And then once you've detoxified off of dairy and animal foods for a few months, and you really want to see what's behind the curtain, go raw. It's not rocket science, you know? It's just eating fresh food, nuts and seeds, sprouting your nuts and seeds, you know, learning comfort food recipes that will help you get through those times when you're just tripping, like pizza's off the menu, so what do you do instead? You need to learn some of those comfort food recipes that get you through the detoxification process. And then as you go, you just lighten up until, you know, the ideal is liquidarianism, or even getting off liquids eventually in the really long term. And just freedom. There's so much freedom to be had here that we're not experiencing because we're literally just addicted to the eating cycle, the process of eating and eliminating, and it subtracts from what's available to us. So we'll focus on healing nutrition as a core foundation, and then we'll do all the fun stuff that everybody wants to know about, like how to increase your intuition, how to see auras and read energy fields, how to find out where you're blocked in your body and why, and then how to do the regular hypnosis to make changes in your body and in your mind, soul, and spirit. We'll go out in nature and harvest plants, and then we'll learn what to do with the plants. I know I'm repeating, you know, basically what I've already said so far, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of what the 10 days would be like. So you wake up in the morning, you learn how to make smoothies, and then, you know, there's rest period, and then we get together and we make our vision boards and we set our intentions. And then, you know, throughout the first few days, I'll be doing the one-on-one sessions with everyone to find out why you're here and what we're doing here, what changes you're trying to make in your life, and how to focus in on that. But most of the time will be spent as a group learning things like how to clear your chakras, how to do self-hypnosis, what to eat to increase your intuition and get on the path to your life purpose, so that when you leave, you have a whole new toolbox. And then it's up to you to explore your toolbox and make that forward momentum in your life. No one's going to do it for you. I'm just like an intermediary. I come in, I show you these tools that I've learned on my own journey, and then I send you off into the world. I just keep seeing butterflies. Summer is so happy to me. And I want to share that with people. I want to share the experience of really getting reconnected with nature. Like, I could just sit out here for hours and make vitamin D and serotonin and watch the butterflies fly by. And the coolest thing about my retreat is that it can be done anywhere. So while I'll be starting it in Alaska, I hope that it will grow and become, you know, something that you take to a location where a bunch of people want to do the retreat, live, and in the winters here is when I want to leave. So I'll meet you in Bali or Jamaica or Puerto Rico or Ecuador or Arizona, Southern California, all the places I just want to go, you know, Florida, wherever. And then wherever I go, of course, I'll bring someone in who's kind of like an expert on the plant medicine in the area, because I don't want to say I'm an expert, but I'm well versed in the Alaskan plants, what they are, what you can do with them, what you can eat, what you can make into medicine, and what to avoid. Obviously, you don't want to eat the poisonous stuff. Anyway, that's my kind of like mission statement, I guess. I'm gonna start making a documentary, and hopefully by fall I'll have something really cool to share with you guys, because I would love to see this become an awesome reality show. It could be done not just in Alaska but anywhere, and it's really about the core principles of reconnecting with nature. And that's sincerely the bottom line, is that we are so disconnected from the natural core like energy here on the earth that we should be communicating with plants and animals, but we don't think it's possible, so we don't even try. This is our disconnect, and we're caught up in like paying our mortgage, so we go to a job that we hate, and we end up imbalanced and sick because we're too busy to eat the right food and to go outside and put your feet on the ground and coexist with the natural world. So I'd like to bring that back, and that's my plan. Now you know. I love you guys. I'll see you later.